In news, Iran canceled the strikes on California because they figured out Gavin Newsom had already destroyed it. Now, in my opinion, this probably made Trump very sad because he would have preferred if they did attack California. It's where all the Democrats are.
America, Jade, because I can say that Sharia law is gay and retarded here without being arrested, and if someone tries to delete me, I could use this wireless hole puncher to protect myself. Legally, the European mind cannot comprehend. Okay, thanks, bye.
Please say something about that. Well, even go to the permanent. They pop shit, but they made our material. I swear, LT, I was aiming for his magazines. It just so happened to go through his intestines. Yeah, or his radio. We have to be here peacefully and abide by their rules, even though their rules are made up and false.
This is a little different now. Now you're talking about sneaky, dirty, underhanded people that want to kill our civilians. They want to go after our civilians. They want to kill not only our civilians, all over the world. And it's going to be stopped. It's going to be stopped. Somebody criticized me the other day because they asked me what I do, and I said, I'm going to bomb the shit out of them. It's true. I don't care. I don't care. They've got to be stopped.
And like I pointed out, we have half the world's guns in American homes alone, so we never have to worry about Sharia law. It's kind of funny. But number 47, after 47 years, is taking out Iran. And he said he was going to do it, and he's doing it. And that will ultimately have a really positive effect on Bitcoin. The institutions are buying Bitcoin, and they're doing it in large numbers. It's just a matter of time. And you've seen it. I could see it across the board how they're doing it, and they've got big orders. They're buying large amounts. So they're sucking up all the supply, and companies are setting up and they're lining up to go over and take advantage. And sooner or later, the price action will reverse. Even if I hedge in the short term, it's mainly just because of the volatility of the markets. Ultimately, you know what I'm looking for. I don't have to tell you. Anyway, enjoy this week's video. Good morning, and here we are with silver once again. And things are pretty much the same as they were last week, except for we have a little bit more clarity on the charts themselves. If you look right here, you can see that I posted in the room the other day the butterfly pattern that we have setting up here. And what I did is, once again, I sold right here in the 84 range, and I just took a hedge short, half of my position once again. I had my last short up here, and I covered it here. Made sense. There to there. Just repeating, rinse and repeat. I've had so many trades. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm sorry, 5, 6, and then 7, 8, and now 9 right here. And I'm just trading this over and over again. I had other trades here, but I've just been trading the range-bound price action that we've had. And now this is set up to be a pretty near perfect pattern for us to go down next week on silver. So that's what I'm trading, and we'll see what happens. Ultimately, if we get back up to this target zone up here, I will exit everything that's on the long side and get 100% short, anywhere from here and above. So that's my plan. I've repeated this before. I've just had a lot of hedge trades that I've been going back and forth on, reducing my exposure really more than anything. So there we are with silver. You know my plan. The clarity on this has become more defined. It's better looking now, and it makes sense. So next we'll go to Bitcoin. And here we are with Bitcoin. We went up to here. I again hedged on this right here. I do not think we'll get past anywhere above here for very long. and I drew a pattern, and let me go over and get the chart that I did that on. I've got so many different ones. Here we go. So what I did here is I sold it on this last move as we approached right here at the same number. So I've been trading this one as well. And if we would have gotten up to here, I would have added even more if we got up to 76. But I'm not going to complain. I've hedged, a decent amount. So I'm hedged again, and it's all because of the uncertainty. And I'm looking for us to ultimately go back to here. And we got plenty of time. We still can go higher. I did add here. I don't have it on this chart, but whatever. You saw it there. I did add here because it was basically a possibility that we can just double top, and that would be it. And I just want to be more. I'm in protection mode, honestly, on everything, and I'm looking for us to possibly get down to this level down here. So that's stuck in my head, and that's what I'm looking for. Now MetaPlanet, I'm more bullish on. The price action has been very positive on MetaPlanet. It's very oversold, so that's why this would be my hedge against anything that I sold short on Bitcoin. I want to use to go into here. If I can get anything at or under $2 again, well, I won't buy again at $2. I would wait for lower numbers because I have enough. I am just fully loaded on MetaPlanet from this level especially. And so I'm just waiting, and I don't see anything else really going on. I know we've taken a hit on the stock market right here. You can see the decline that we've had. And let's go over and put it on the daily. I think that would make more sense. So, but this is, I want to point this out. Once the Iran war operation, whatever they want to call it, wraps up, and, we're going to get dividends from this, and they're going to be to the upside. And you know what I'm looking for? I'm looking for 64K in the coming year. Months away. You've got plenty of time. This is just a pullback. And that's what I would be looking for. And yeah, that makes sense. This is the 200% level. So we'll see what happens. Things are very fluid right now, I guess you can say. There's a lot, and it kind of pisses me off, a lot of these liberals, doesn't matter if they're from Europe, like in the UK, oh my God, they're all anti-Trump. Go fuck yourselves. We're taking out terrorist mullahs, Islamic jihadists, basically, and you're complaining? Go fuck yourselves. They're such little pussies. They wouldn't stand it. All you need for evil to take over is for a few good men to do nothing. We're Americans. We don't do nothing. That's, we'll leave that to the British and the Europeans. They're pussies, that have spent their whole existence for the past 20-something years not spending any money on their defense and expecting us to cover it for them. Yeah, go fuck yourselves. We could do that, but now it's time for you to pay. And I hope they get a clue and start supporting democracy for a change instead of their pro-immigration policies where they're filling their country full of people who are just going to take your welfare and cost you money because they don't want to work. It's ridiculous. And they're doing it because of voting. Same thing the Democrats do in the United States. So this is one of the negatives that I have. Now, I don't like Trump because, his policy towards Ukraine is ridiculous. But at the same time, I'm not going to say shit about taking out Venezuela, Cuba, and Iran. Oh, hell yeah. I'm 100% for that. I'm 100% for freedom in a economics that are beneficial to the West. Even if those in the West, like the UK and all, come kicking and screaming because it's an illegal war or some other bullshit. What fucking pussies. What assholes. Yeah, Islamists are taking over your country and you're just sitting there with your thumbs up your asses. Amazing. Anyway, so you know what I'm looking for. This is the point of where we're breaking down here. Now, I have nothing to really do in the stock market. You know, the only stock that I want to hold is MetaPlanet. And you know exactly why I want to hold MetaPlanet. So, yeah, there's not much to really do. So those are my main ones to focus on. We have oil going back up in price here, and that's fine. We're, again, you know, we're at war, basically, and things aren't pretty. But I don't see this lasting as long as it is. We're in 2 weeks right now, so we'll see. We'll see how it goes. But I'm more positive than negative, and we'll see if that's justified. You know, the Iranians are getting smoked. They're being taken down bit by bit. And that's a good thing for everybody. Even the ones that are supporting them, who are like England is pro-Iranian. What the hell? Anyway, this is not a long video. That's my summation. You know what I'm looking for on silver, and should make perfect sense to you. This pattern's in place. You know what I'm looking for on Bitcoin. Let me go back to that chart. This pattern's in place, so we'll see how these clear out, and it makes perfect sense. And again, I'm more positive on MetaPlanet. Price action is good, and we'll see where we go from here. But this is, again, my favorite. Basically just repeating stuff, and it'll be an interesting week next week. That's all I can say. Anyway, I'll see you in the next one. Have a great week.